we're in part 2 of our travel edition. Now the previous one we spoke about how to prepare for a travel financially in order you must save for travel. Now we are at that point. We're going to travel. You're a week away from actually getting on the plane. So I had a client ask 3 questions. They also wanted to go travel. They have 3 questions. Firstly, your medical aid.
Yes.
Does the medical aid make provision for overseas trips?
So again, all the medical aids we work with is that you get an amount of money insured. Let's say quite a big amount, like 10 million rand. So just inform your medical aid that you are going overseas, and I always take the papers that they give to you, because if something happens, you get in a car accident, that you have that papers that you can give to the medical supplier on the other side. So normally you inform your medical aid, and you get up to 3 months travel. It's not for you going permanently overseas. This is for travel purposes.
Yeah, so just find out the details of your specific travel, but let them know and take the papers with when you go overseas, right? And then the second one was, should I convert my currency? Should I physically go to the bank and now get a couple of euros, exchange that? Or do you just use your bank card that side? What's the easiest way and perhaps the most cost efficient way?
Of course, it's very difficult to compare, because where the companies make their money, and the banks as well, is when they convert the money. And you don't see that, because a lot of people don't know at that exact time what is the rand, let's say, to the dollar worth. And so maybe it's 14 rand 50, and the bank will take a cut, and they will only give you 14 rand 40 for each dollar. So that's where they make the money. So it's very difficult. It's very complicated, but the easiest way I found, and that's how I do it, is I just take my credit card, let my bank know I am going overseas that time, and swipe my credit card on that side. For big purchases and for smaller purchases, I withdraw money in the local currency. It's just easier, and at the end of the day, it's not that big a difference on cost-wise.
But once again, let your bank know, otherwise they might see a red flag and they might stop the card, and you're sitting abroad and now you don't have access to your card. And like you said, always nice to have a little bit of cash to withdraw, a little bit of cash, especially if you want to pay a taxi or the language barrier might be a problem. Money always bodes well. Money doesn't have a language. And then lastly, travel insurance. What exactly is travel insurance?
So travel insurance is non-medical insurance.
Yes.
So we talked about a medical. Travel insurance is your bags got lost. There's a flight delay. They book you in a hotel. We've got one client that lost their keys, and they refund. It was 7,000 rand, and the travel insurance refunded the key. But before you go take out travel insurance, first of all, most banks, if you pay the ticket, let's say your hotel or where you stay with your credit card, you will automatically have travel insurance. So first of all, again, go to a bank and make sure you have, because a travel agent will want to sell you travel insurance because they get money on it. But first find out, don't you have it, and then you can decide, am I going to take extra out with a travel agent or a short-term insurance?
So most banks do include that when you purchase your plane ticket or your hotel with that credit card,
yes.
So they will actually have travel insurance in that. PJ, thank you very much, and once again enjoy your trip, and there we go, and that's tips for people that want to go and travel. Please ask questions if you have any further questions regarding travel.
Thanks.